We Have Concerns is only made possible because of generous donations from our patrons. If you want to be one of those, if you want to help make the show possible and also get extra stuff like bonus episodes, monthly hangouts, other cool stuff, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. It's the cheese. It's the cheese on your MOBA.
It's the cheese on my MOBA. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens. Speaking of online games, here is a story that was sent in to us that has some similarities. I mean, it was the first thing that popped into our heads when we heard about
definitely.
it. Benjamin Dorn sent this in. He's sent in a lot of stuff before. Much respect to Benjamin Dorn. He sent that into wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com. He could have also sent it to wehaveconcerns.reddit.com. He did not send it over Twitter because that shit gets lost.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
Because he's smart, though.
He's a smart dude. He's like a gorilla with spectacles.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a story from the University of Illinois at Chicago. A psychic robot has been developed.
Yeah.
Precogs.
Psychic
Pre-crime.
robot. You know, the problem with robots is that they don't know the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you just had a robot that could tell you...
It's not that they're garbage and mostly toys right now.
Yeah, it's that
That's
they
not
can't
it.
tell the future.
It's that they're garbage toys that can't tell me how I'm going to die.
The weird thing is, why did they need to dress this robot up in a turban and big hoop earrings and
That's
put it
a little
inside
racial.
that
That's a
tent?
little racial, and I did not like it.
No?
No, that was a little uncool. And
I felt like, why did they have to do that just to have it be a psychic robot?
I felt like that was not cool. But at the same time, like if my Furby could tell me the day I was going to die,
then that's the only thing it would say over and over.
But in Furbish,
Yeah.
And it's like I'm looking through the little book to try to figure out what it is in Furbish. It's like
2055.
what is it? Car accident? What does that mean? Like congenital heart failure? This fucking Furbish to English thing is not. Does that mean play with me? What does that fucking mean? God damn it! You're supposed to learn English words over time. Just wait. That's why most Furbies got returned actually the first time around.
Yeah, it's because of the constant.
Because of the omens of ill portent.
Yes.
That came out of their beaks. Their horrible, horrible plastic beaks.
Yeah, I want to return this.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Was it defective? Is there a problem with it?
Well, it depends on what you consider a problem. It just constantly is giving me omens of ill portent.
Okay, and we understand that that's, probably not desirable, but that's not really a malfunction. They all give omens of ill portent.
Yeah,
it's just sort of like what the product does, and we can't really take it back for that.
Well,
look, man. If you look back here, I've got nothing. I got Furbies that people tried to return for giving omens of ill portent. I got Teddy Ruxpins that tried to kill people at night. I told you.
Yeah. Shut up.
I've got a glowworm up there that was glowing in Morse code.
Yeah.
Telling a little girl that her parents were going to get a divorce. That's just toys, man.
You took all those back?
But we've changed the policy now because we finally learned
I predicted this!
that
Shut up!
we finally learned that all toys with human-like faces are just as evil as we always thought. And we should have seen it coming.
I saw it coming!
Shut the fuck up, Teddy Ruxpin. Look, man, I only make like $9 an hour. Could you please just fuck off?
Oh, all right. I guess I'll.
Okay, you know what?
Home.
Here, I'll exchange it.
Oh, thank you so much.
But I can only exchange it for this kid sister doll that gets closer and closer to you as you sleep.
All right, I guess I'll give it a shot.
I knew you'd do that!
Shut the fuck up, man! You're ruining my job. No, this is not that, although I would buy the fuck out of any evil toys.
Toys?
If anybody's got any evil toys, I want them. I'll cash for evil toys.
Second-hand evil toys?
Cash4eviltoys.com. That's me. I own that. I will give you a fair rate. Anything that's been staring at you at night that you got to cover with a blanket. Anything that you found.
got an evil toy? Come on down to Cash for Evil Toys.
We're going to give you top dollar for your evil toys.
Does your toy give you the heebie-jeebies? The creepy crawlies?
Well, this is the place. We love that shit.
You make your skin crawl? You make you cry at night? Bring it down here. We love it.
Did you move into an apartment and there was just a closet full of creepy dolls? We love it.
Did your parents die mysteriously and all you found was a creepy doll in their bedroom?
Come on down.
Give us that creepy toy. We'll give you dollars. Cash money.
And one day, our evil army will march upon all of you fucks.
Shh, don't say that part in the commercial.
That's cash for toys.
Cash for toys.
This is not that. This is the University of Illinois at Chicago has created more of a robot that it's software where that can predict what you meant your intended action to be, even if it gets interrupted. So say I am reaching...
it understands that I always have good intentions.
Yes, exactly.
When things go disastrously wrong...
I didn't mean to kill her.
Whoops. Just listen to my robot. It really knew what I intended.
This is just like... I didn't mean to... It's just, I like it a little rough. Things got out of hand.
Yes.
I thought she was into it.
He just wanted everyone to feel good.
See, this robot knows.
Just a little frisky.
That's just a little frisky. That's what the robot knows, man. The robot knows. And if you look up my record, this has happened a couple times in the past. It's never been my intention.
He intends to get out of jail time.
Stop it.
He intends to go free.
No. But go back to the other thing.
He intends to dupe all the rubes.
No, not the... I wish you still spoke Furbish. So no, like let's say you're reaching for a glass and your hand gets jostled.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It happens all the time.
Yeah, that's constantly with jostling of hands.
Yeah.
The software knows that you're reaching for the glass. What they really want to use this for is you're driving and something happens, you accidentally jerk the wheel.
Okay.
And you jerk the wheel too much, but the car knows that you didn't mean to jerk the wheel, and so it doesn't swerve because you don't need to swerve.
It's trying to be
Something surprises you. Yeah.
So this is why we immediately thought of video games, because it's kind of like in netcode if you're playing an online game.
Yeah.
The game is constantly trying to figure out where you're headed, so if there's some packet loss, it can predict to all the other people you're playing with where you ended up, even if it didn't know you actually got there yet.
Yes. And that's why, like, sometimes when you're playing a shooter or you're playing like a 3D fighting game, just characters warp across the screen.
Exactly.
Or something looks like it totally missed you and you died.
Yeah.
That's because the netcode is either getting things really right or really wrong.
Right.
And the problem is it always feels like it's getting things really wrong.
Yeah.
That's what I think the issue with the technology like this is going to be, is like, let's imagine that you are somebody who's operating construction machinery or something, and you accidentally overcorrect on like some sort of swinging crane arm, right?
Yeah.
And the software tries to fix your correction, but doesn't fix it enough, and you still accidentally demolish the wrong thing.
Oh, classic blunder.
Classic.
Demolished the wrong thing.
What?
Like the beginning of Bosom Buddies.
It's basically I picture construction like a Nintendo game about construction.
Yeah. It's like Rampage, except not with monsters.
Yeah. So, but what could happen is you could think, this is what my problem with this is, you could think that you did it right and that the software tried to correct you and caused your accident. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I think that would be a failure in the software. That would be software not working right.
But when you think about things like auto aim in a first person shooter, if you guys play video games, there's you can turn on a certain
aim assist.
Yeah, it's like an aim assist. So like your gun kind of like locks to targets and stuff like that. But there are times when it feels like it's locking incorrectly. There are times when you feel like that's not what I meant to do.
Right.
And I think that's the problem with most predictive things is predictive technologies come up against the human sense of agency.
Right.
And the human sense of agency, there's this entire part of your brain that is specifically meant to make you think that you're never making a mistake.
Right.
That's basically what it is.
Yes.
It's the part of your brain where you walk across the room and you hear a glass break behind you and everybody tells you, dude, you knocked over that glass. And you're like, no, I was all the way across the room before that glass even smashed.
Yeah.
It's because your brain is reordering events to make it because
to make it seem like you didn't put on that dragon costume with the long fluffy tail that would knock over a glass. Like, why would you wear that?
I didn't come here in a dragon costume.
It seems like an idiot would do that.
That's not me.
That's not something.
That's not even. Everybody knows that my fursona is a golden condor.
Right.
It's not a dragon.
That wouldn't knock down any glass. So shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. My wingspan is majestic and glorious, and I don't know how I got into this dragon costume.
Right. It's not my fault.
You got too drunk.
Shut up.
You made mistakes.
Oh, God damn it, psychic robot.
You went on a dragon rampage. The dragon is the dark part of your psyche. The condor is the light part of your psyche.
I gotta get rid of this damn robot.
You are turning into a dragon.
I want to know what the details are of how this works. Like, how do they know? How do they predict what you're going to be able to do?
So what they did is they analyzed the movement of research subjects as they reached for an object on a virtual desk, right? So they had their hand in it was almost like a VR thing.
Okay.
And they were reaching for an object in a virtual desk, but then they had their hand pushed in the wrong direction. And he basically developed an algorithm that analyzed the action, estimated the subject's intent, even when there was a disturbance. And so by the final round of testing, no matter how much they got knocked off of course or tried to threw something at them that they weren't expecting, the software still went, that person's reaching for a glass.
So everything I do has to be very intentionally direct. As long as I jut my arm toward things,
well, I mean,
software is going to be fine.
I think in the early stages, right? But I think by the end, by the time they had it, it was kind of like, you could offhandedly be like, they could be like, oh, will you reach for that glass real quick? And you'd be like, oh, okay. And then they would knock your hand and it would be like, oh, you were trying to reach for that glass.
Series of hand knockers.
VR pranks is what that is.
Exactly.
Sick VR pranks. So the algorithm.
My new job. I'm a hand knocker.
That's all I do is I push the button that knocks hands in virtual reality.
Knocking hands.
Knocking hands. The most G-rated R&B song I think I've ever heard in my life.
A couple of kids knocking hands. It's like a child.
You immediately went into a Barney the dinosaur. It was kind of fascinating. It was really, really accurate.
That's what R&B is, right?
Yeah, R&B. I feel like sometimes you grew up on the cover of a Saturday Evening Post.
R&B.
R&B.
Rockin' and boys. I don't know.
Rockin' boys. So it does a lot of things. It measures sort of momentum. It measures eye movement. It measures just tiny movements. It's kind of, I don't know the in-depth of it because they don't go super deep into it. But one of the things that they talk about is look, this is going to be good for cars, but this could also be good down the road for people stroke patients or people that have tremors.
Oh, wow.
Imagine that. Imagine, some sort of prosthesis.
Yeah, that kind of smooths out your
so you think about
system.
Yeah, totally. You think about things that just like an auto aim assist, or if you're drawing on a Wacom tablet, that thing that corrects for jitters.
Yeah,
it's exactly that. It's look, brain signal to arm moves. Eyes are looking at the glass. There is an intention, and the software just straightens your arm so your tremors don't stop you from picking up the glass.
You know what I would love is some sort of Google Glass-esque, things that I can look through as I'm walking down the street that just constantly predicts where people are walking, so I don't ever have that awkward thing where you both move to the right and then you both move to the left and you're trying to get around each other and you're getting closer and closer and then it's super awkward and you both have to stop walking.
At what point do we become self-driving cars and give up our autonomy?
There you go. I'm ready. Do it. Just tell me where to walk.
It's something but in something like that, if you just kind of how much autopilot are you willing to give into in your life?
I mean, I already use Waze blindly just to tell me where to go.
I feel like that's a little different than giving some sort of implant a control of your body to make you move out of the way of somebody.
I don't know. It's just a spectrum. Just put the Waze in my spinal cord And I program where I want to go, and I just puppeteered there. Just marionette me down the street. Oh, Waze, gotta go to Anthony's house.
This is it's one of those things. This is a real reversal, because you would expect this to be the sort of thing that I would not be afraid of.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of thing that you would be a little afraid of.
Yeah.
But
You're not into this.
I don't like giving up autonomy. That's the one thing I don't like giving up.
You want technology to empower your autonomy. You want to make me more powerful so that I can crush my enemies.
Yeah, so like what's going on is if I'm going down the street and somebody's like, oh, are we going left? Are we going right? Are we going left? I have an exoskeleton that lets me throw them. That's what I want.
Right. Are we going left? Are we going right? Are we going...
Fuck off.
30 feet down the road.
Yeah, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
Because you need to make a fucking decision.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do on the road.
I'm ready to just be on rails. Just be the on rails shooter.
You just want like this is more Wall-E chair than anything else we've talked about. And you normally are frightened by the Wall-E chair.
Well, when you phrase it like that, I don't want to be carted around, but I give me.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
If there's no physical cart, but it's like your consciousness is in your body. Your body is the cart.
I think
they're controlling your body.
The difference between I don't frame this as a laziness issue, which is sort of where you go with Wall-E cart. I feel like I'm not lazy. I just don't.
As long as you're getting your 10,000 steps, you don't care if they're being controlled by somebody else.
Just tell me where to go, man.
Just tell me where to go. Who cares if I go Terminal Man?
Exactly.
Who gives a shit?
As long as I'm, active.
Yeah. That's what I mostly want.
I just want to be outdoors.
Yeah.
But where or how or when? I don't need to know the details.
Who cares where I wake up?
Yeah, exactly.
As long as I know that I got there on my own 2 feet.
Program me a kick-ass hike that I don't have to worry about getting lost or figuring out where to go or where the most traffic is or where the most beautiful points are.
Mm-hmm.
Programming that in, put it into my spine, let me go. I'll enjoy it. Just give me the road.
Why not just have an augmented map in your glasses or something that tells you where to turn?
That's where I started. I started with give me the glasses that tell me where that guy is. Predict where that guy's moving.
That's where you started.
Yeah.
And then I took, we're taking it to the next space and you're fine with the next space.
Yeah, I'm kind of fine with the next space. I'm kind of fine with it.
For real?
I kind of am. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to use that all the time, but if there's a thing, like if I need to go somewhere, dude, I would love
that shit's in your body, dog. What if it fucks up?
Well, now we're just into edge case scenarios.
It's gonna mostly work.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes, but then I get to explain to the nice officer that my spinal implant caused me to
Do you know what this is, Jeff? Let me explain this to you in Jeff speak.
Mm-hmm.
Peter Parker, the symbiote suit, is fighting crime for him at night.
Yeah.
Okay?
Right.
Peter Parker wakes up. He's hanging upside down. He's been a little more brutal with criminals than normally he would be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This is because the symbiote suit is using the optimal version of what Peter Parker's goal is.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're into it still?
I mean, I'm not into the brutality of whatever. I don't want, is there a setting? Can we have a setting for nice guy? I want to go nice guy. But
yeah, I super trust an algorithm to go nice guy.
Well, I mean, if we can't have nice guy algorithms, the whole thing is
the one thing I don't like. You can replace my body with a robot body. You can do whatever. The one thing that I have, I still have to be in control of that robot body. Nobody else is allowed to be in control of that robot body. That's wherever my consciousness is. My consciousness needs to be in control.
I'm just saying, take some things off my plate. I'm not saying I don't want to relinquish control all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm saying take the stuff off my plate that I don't want to have to deal with.
You just sort of we were talking about auto cooking before. You just all of a sudden you flop your arms down and you're like, I need to chop up this thing. And it's just and it just does it.
Yeah. Or I need to get somewhere. Just walk me there. Walk my body there. I'll take a nap on the way.
Yeah.
And walk my body to the thing. Or beep boop bop, do my laundry. Now I'm doing my laundry and I'm thinking about other things.
I would rather just have a machine to do my laundry. Oh wait, I do have a machine to do my laundry.
Well, you have to load that machine.
Yeah. I would rather have a machine.
Do I want a robot to do my laundry? Yes. Do I want a robot to do whatever it is, clean the house, sweep up the floor, all that stuff, but I'm willing to do it if I don't have to engage my brain. If I can think about other things or multitask, yeah, I'll relinquish autonomy for that.
You should get high more.
Is that what happens?
Basically what it's like, man.
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're not more into getting stoned, man.
Maybe I'm just.
How do you think fucking laundry and dishes get done?
Anthony's like, what you're describing is crystal meth.
What you're describing is marijuana, Jeff. That's what you're
marijuana
describing.
makes you sit around. Crystal meth isn't crystal meth the get shit done drug? That's my understanding. It's to fuck up your face and rot your teeth, but get shit done.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, a lot of the greatest things, the pyramids,
that's all crystal meth.
The automobile. This is all crystal meth.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about this? A predictive algorithm, either in your car or in your brain, that sort of knows your intention and helps you actively accomplish that intention.
Are you ready for it? Also, do you have any evil toys you want to sell?
Yeah, because we will give you cash for evil toys.
We have cash on hand to give you for your evil toys.
Cash,
so the number
4, eviltoys.com.
And honestly, let us know. We're on Twitter. You can tell us about your evil toys on Twitter. I'm at Jeff Canada.
I'm at A Carboni, and you can hashtag those.
Cash for evil toys.
Cash for evil toys. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to. We've got one goal here, people.